The reason you're miserable isn't because your life is bad. It's because your brain is actually addicted to the things that it does not have. And most people never realize this until it's too late. They live their lives, and then by the time they realize it, they should have been actually grateful for the things that they had in the past. Then it becomes too late. Their prime has gone and they have nothing to show for in the world. You probably wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is you start complaining. You start complaining how early you wake up. You start complaining that your life is bad, that you're depressed, that your job sucks, your boss maybe isn't that understanding at all, your relationship sucks, maybe your woman disrespects you. You start complaining about how the government isn't doing its job. You start complaining. Everywhere you go, you keep complaining and you keep ruining people's happiness because you're just always a complainer. If this is you, then you are a really pathetic guy. In my life, I could never think of a much lower tier guy than the one who always complains. I actually avoid them because like they have so much negativity. They will give you that kind of negativity and you'll go on with your life always thinking negatively. They'll actually spread that negativity to you. It's like a disease. I've read the 48 laws of power, and one of them, it says that you should actually avoid the unhappy and unlucky. And this is because they spread their misfortunes. It spreads like a disease. So whenever someone starts complaining about things to you, then he's always a complainer. Every time you meet him, he's always complaining about this or that. Someone did this to him. He doesn't see any positivity in life. Then you'll also start seeing the negative things. And the opposite is true. Surround yourself with positive people and they will push you to become really positive in life. You know this, you have a lot to be grateful for in this life. And you probably never even notice it. And it actually starts with the small things that you don't even notice. Maybe you sleep on a good bed, you actually eat good meals, you are able to commute from home to work. All these kinds of small blessings, if you start being grateful for them, then you'll also start attracting the good things that will come your way. So being grateful is actually a really important virtue. There's always that guy who always complains, who is always entitled. He asks for a loan and then you give him or you give her what you have, and then he goes on complaining. He says that he expected that you'd give him or her more than whatever you gave him, and he ends up not being grateful. So these kind of people actually block blessings, because if you're ungrateful right now, I give you something and you're ungrateful, what makes you think I will actually give you my money again, or I'll actually look after you again? I won't, because eventually you'll still not be grateful. So the moment you start seeing these small blessings, that is the moment your life changes drastically. Most of these guys who are always ungrateful, they try to sound like nice guys, or they try to sound like this politically correct kind of guys. They will always say that they will always see something positive or someone winning in life, maybe on social media or something like that, and then they will say, like, they will try to justify their failures. They will say, I'm not competing with this kind of guys. At the moment you might see them and the comments they make might actually seem harmless, but it's usually very bad kind of emotion that hides beneath it, and it's usually jealousy. You will always see them you will always see them talking about the people who have succeeded in life. Maybe they are flaunting cars on social media or something like that, and then they see this kind of people who are flaunting, so they will just try to justify their failures, and they'll actually call the people, maybe they are doing scams or something like that. They will always say, they are quick to judge, they are always quick to call things scams. They will always remain bitter. And the funny thing is, these kind of people never actually make anything good with their life. They'll always remain like mediocre. They'll never actually build something great. They're always just living like NPCs. And funny thing is, you're probably one of them, and I'm sorry, this is the harsh truth. You see someone who has succeeded in life and you're quick to judge, you're quick to say that he's engaged in some illegal kind of things or something like that. A very bullshit mentality, if you ask me. And so right now, if this is you, I know I will hit a nerve, and you'll actually comment on this video. Actually, go ahead and comment, because you'll help my algorithm. You'll actually help this video reach a lot of people. So you can just go ahead and comment. Be as much negative as you want. Like I said, gratitude is a really important aspect to have in life. You should actually just start by being grateful for the little things that you see. You're able to sleep well, you have a blanket, you dress well. As much as you don't have these designers, you just start by being grateful. And a lot of philosophies also say that, and including the law of attraction, it states that when you're grateful, even for the things you don't have, just be grateful for them, and they will actually manifest into reality. You'll probably realize that the only thing that is holding you back right now in life, the thing that is making you suffer so much in life, and the thing that is ruining your potential, is probably just something as simple as that: gratitude. And it's a really important aspect, as much as it's often overlooked. Sorry, I actually live by the roadside, so you can just hear cars. I know you probably don't relate, because you actually live in the rural areas. In my life, I used to be so ungrateful for a lot of things. I used to be so mad that things were not working out in my way, and I forgot to realize the things that are actually working out in my favor. So I used to be so bitter. I used to see people making it big on social media, and I used to ask myself, what is wrong with me? Why am I not making any progress? Not realizing that I've actually made so much progress in life. And this is what killed my momentum very much. I did not see the little things that I achieved, and so I ended up seeing the things that I actually lacked. And that would actually get me more and more into depression. And that is actually why I've not made progress in a hell of a lot of time until now. I actually took a lot of time to make significant progress in life. And so I learned from my failures, and I'm actually willing right now to teach you. A lot of you don't even realize the blessings you have in life. And it's so sad to actually think of it, because many of you actually have like very many blessings, even more blessings than I actually have. And you just think of the negative things in life. And that is a very pathetic mindset to have. And so, in this class, I'm going to teach you, like a baby, how to be grateful for the little things that you have in your life. And take this seriously, because this is the first step to success. So the first point might seem insignificant, but it's actually really simple. Journal the things you're grateful for. When you wake up in the morning, write the things that you're grateful for. Even if it's the things you're manifesting, just write them down. And you'll realize that when you put them down on paper, you'll actually start feeling more grateful for them. Even if you're not grateful, just write them down. And actually, the gratitude just comes naturally. You'll just realize that you'll start becoming grateful. So start by journaling. Even if it's just 3 things that you're grateful for, or even 1 thing, it doesn't matter. Just start, and you'll actually see. You'll start being more grateful, and you'll start seeing the positivity in life. And the second thing is, see the small things that you have right now. The clothes you're wearing, even if they are not Gucci, they are not these kinds of things. You don't have a big car. You don't have a car. You maybe take a bus. Those kinds of things. Just be grateful for them, and you'll actually start to manifest those kinds of things. Whenever you start being grateful, you'll realize that you'll actually start to attract the things that you don't have. Right now, you don't have a car. You don't have a car. So start being grateful for that bus you're taking at work. Start being grateful for those little things. And I'm being serious right now, as much as I'm laughing. Start being grateful for the little things that you have. The third and last point, work to be grateful. What I mean by this is, the things that you have right now, the things that you own right now, you feel grateful for them, and you just decide to work harder to prove to God that you actually deserve the things that you have right now. So be grateful and don't feel entitled for them. Realize that you can actually lose them anytime now. It's just a flick of a second and everything is gone. So you should actually just work really, really hard to actually maintain that. Prove to God you deserve it. You are literally just one step away from your dream life. And that is actually gratitude. Gratitude is the thing that is missing in your life right now. It's not really rocket science or something that you have to read so much about. It's really easy. You just think of the things that you're grateful for. Even if you are unlearned, even if you are a loser, sorry to say, even if nothing is working out your way, you're depressed, or you don't have a sane mind, it's just really easy. Just be grateful. Be grateful for breathing. Be grateful for actually walking, or be grateful for something. Even if it's just actually a really small thing, just feel the gratitude. Now, up to now, the choice is actually yours. You can choose to become grateful, or you can choose to become bitter. It's just like 2 pills. You choose one. If you choose to be grateful, then that works out in your advantage. If you choose to be bitter, then you'll always remain broke, useless, and you'll have nothing to show for in the world. Right now, you literally have nothing to lose. Just be grateful. Just try it. Try the gratitude. Like little bits of gratitude. Just try it. Because you actually have nothing to lose. Right now, if you're watching this video, you're probably already lost. That's why you're seeking guidance. So, I'm telling you right now, as someone who has experience, start by being grateful for the little things that you have. And you'll realize that there are massive blessings in your life which are starting to manifest. Try it and see your life change. And if your life changes, come back to this video and actually comment down below and let me know. It won't hurt. Because I guarantee my life that gratitude will actually change your life. Become the greatest your bloodline has ever seen. And then pass it down.